What's up guys, how are you doing? So Battlefield 6 is shaping up to be great. I think it's gonna even be greater than Battlefield 4, to be honest. It is a mixture of Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4, and it just comes together so good. I think Sempela is actually doing a great job on it. So whatever hand he had in it, he's actually doing real good, I think. When it comes to the leaks, I've been looking at the leaks on the Telegram and every single place that it could be. I think more of the Russians are really data mining the Battlefield 6. So they're like cutting them out one by one, I'm telling you. The guys who used to be data mining and putting out all the leak videos, they're removing them from the playtest. So it's gonna be trickle down whereby the information is gonna get smaller and smaller until we just don't really get a lot of information, and then we gotta start looking back at the old videos that we have, because they are really just cutting them out. So there's like this saturation thing with the watermark, where they could actually see, even though you cover up the watermarks in the video, they could actually saturate it and see a hidden watermark that has like your ID and stuff. So regardless you block it off, they'll still end up finding you. But when it comes to the Battlefield lab maps, there is a ton of maps, and I'll put some images on the screen while I talk because I'm not gonna have it on the screen right now. But the first test map is called Abasi. It's like a dense urban environment. I think we haven't really seen maps like this before. It brings memories of maps like March to City of Battlefield 2. Maybe even Battlefield 3's Sign Crossing or whatever is its name. And it looks good. I'm telling you, this is going to be the best Battlefield that we ever had. If they release it properly, like how it should release, I think they did it properly. I think they're gonna be doing it properly. From what I'm seeing, I'm just so hyped. There's a map that looks kind of like Amiens. I like Amiens from Battlefield 1. It's kind of way more urban. It kind of reminds me of certain parts look like Karg Island, if you know Karg Island from Battlefield 2. Yeah, but it isn't like Battlefield 2042. It had more for urban warfare kind of vibes, and it just looks amazing. I can't really like show you guys because I don't want to get more strikes on my channel for this. But the second map, Battery, which all you guys probably know by now, this is basically, if you look at the Mercury map from Battlefield 5, you see the parts of it that are like out of bounds. The whole, you see this like the well, actually it was in the cover of the Battlefield Labs trailer, so you will see that image a lot. It's already plastered all around the internet. So that's the map. That's Battery, but it has that Mercury feel, but the out of bounds type of Mercury, not much of the playable area Mercury. But yeah, that's actually good. When it comes to the infantry gameplay, it's similar to Battlefield 5, to be honest. You can drag bodies with a medic. What did they call it though? I can't remember if it's like a specialization or whatever, or field upgrade, whatever they call it. Can't remember what they used to call it in Battlefield 1. But you can drag bodies and stuff. You can lie down on your back, and basically Battlefield 5, how you can like hide in corners and be on your back and shoot, maybe play dead. I think some of the gameplay is like linked to Battle Royale vibes. I'm not too sure. I think I would rather Battlefield being like an extraction shooter. Battle Royale doesn't really seem like Battlefield, but hey, might not be too bad. But I think Battlefield needed a extraction shooter. That would be so good, and they could play with that and play with all the whole lore behind Battlefield and some of the most like the characters that are like more prominent, like Wrecker, probably Irish, and you know them, those kind of characters. Obviously classes are back, and we are great. We are so happy for that. When it comes to some of the specializations, I'm not too sure if that's what they're gonna call it, but assault can get some extra grenades, explosive damage resistance, faster gadget reload, which is gonna be good. I wish they bring back the UCAV though. That was so great. That was so nice, bro. Some temporary explosive resistant buff. When it comes to gadget, the gadgets include the M26 with incendiary rounds, 320 with smoke grenades, and Thermite, the M79 with drilling charge like Rainbow Six Siege. We got the engineer, slow down vehicles that took critical damage, extra rockets and better vehicle spotting. We have faster RPG reloads. We got the drone that disables vehicles, kind of like from Battlefield 2042, the recon specialist. And yeah, I mean, faster revives on dragon bodies, improved ammo box, full HP on revive. I think some of the things that they have jumped in are so good for the game. Defensive gadgets recharge faster. I like that for sure. I like that, but that's for the support. And they have a healing aura. I think whereby you could just stand by it, and it's pretty much like most of the healing crates that you put down. But I think it's kind of like a aura. It is. I know, I'm not too sure if it's really the crate on the ground or just be next to the person that is healing, right? Recon, dErSpAwN, reduced scope sway, headshot kills prevent revives, which is actually really good because you don't want to have to be sniping someone from way across the map and it's time someone's like picking them up and you're hitting them headshots. That's kind of messed up. Chest shots, slow down healing, and marked. And so much of these things are pretty likely to be like a ability in the game, so it makes sense. Mortar strike ability, kind of like Bad Company too. We have some vehicles, NATO vehicle like the Abraham, PMC tank, the Leopard MBT Revolution. Not sure if you guys saw that. And for the NATO, we have the Bradley PMC. We have the Swedish CV90. It has a strange turret. In the data mines, they also found anti-air vehicle. That's the Jeopard, and it's pretty similar to what's in Battlefield 5 right now. It's slightly, the head is not bulky and something similar to that. When it comes to aircraft, Temporal actually jumped on board and gave us some of, the visuals. But the F-22 on the Su-57, so the F-22 is for NATO, and the PMC has the Su-57. The F-22 models include the Vulcan cannon, Sidewinder missiles, countermeasures as usual, JBU-30, JDAM, the JDAM bombs. Pretty good. Ground attack planes, the F-16 for NATO, the Swedish Gripen for the PMC. So it's Vulcan cannons, Hydra rockets, guided missiles, which is obvious. The MK-82 bombs, that's pretty much from Vietnam, I guess Vietnam style war, Battlefield 2 vibes. When it comes to guns, there are a ton of guns. Compared to Battlefield 2042, we have 8 assault rifles, 8 carbines, 7 SMGs, 8 LMGs, 3 sniper rifles, 3 DMRs, 4 shotguns, 6 pistols, and yes, the AEK is back. I think they're always skimping on the sniper rifles. I'm not too sure if they're trying to like get people to play the game properly before they actually go and run around doing like staying out of bounds area and stuff like that. So I'm not too sure if the classes will be like restricted or anything like that, but I feel like they're kind of loosening it up. Battlefield 2042 actually changed a lot of people's mind on just being restricted, to be honest. And I'm a fan of restriction, but to a certain extent, I actually enjoyed Battlefield 2042's unrestricted choices. It's like you could choose any one of them. I could play sniper with an assault rifle, and it was just, I think it is kind of fun though, like being able to use like a support, having your ammo, and being able to use a sniper. It just changed the game. Even being able to heal just changed the game, to be honest. There's a ton of weapon attachments, 4 angle grips, 1 bipod, which is, I guess obviously these will come afterwards, but 3 flash hiders, 1 basic grips, 2 bipod plus grips, and 2 laser flashlights, and we have 7 regular lasers, 2 standalone flashlights, 6 extended mags, 3 magnifiers, 11 mid-range scopes, 9 sniper scopes, 8 red dot scopes, 7 muzzle brakes, 2 thermal scopes, 12 suppressors, which is actually real good. I'm gonna say, when it comes to the mastery and the cosmetics for now is pretty basic, and the characters themselves look pretty basic and nothing to remember by it. To be honest, there's nothing you're gonna remember about these characters unless they change them before launch. There's nothing to remember. I mean, I wouldn't have mind if they like added characters that we have seen before, you know. I wouldn't mind it. You don't have to give them a personality or anything, but you can make us play as characters throughout the franchise, you know, because if this is like in the future, we can play with past past operators or whatever characters that were like prominent in the stories. We could play with them. I don't see no problem with that. The mastery icons are similar to Battlefield 2042. It looks like they just rip it out, so there's nothing really looking much different. The way the design is pretty much Battlefield 2042. It seems like they just rip it out. Some things you can see that are from Battlefield 2042. Also, some of the icons, they might be placeholders. I don't really care. Some of them are not that important. When it comes to map art, there are some maps that are looking real great. The New York map for sure. I think I'll be able to put that up on the screen. Looks like Black Monday from Modern Warfare 3. We got a Los Angeles map set in Sunset Boulevard, and there's a golf course kind of like Battlefield 1. One's classic map. I'm not sure if you know what that is. The Bad Company one's classic map. There's also a desert map near the Gaza pyramids, and that looks kind of good. That's probably one of the open maps. There isn't a lot of open maps in the game, to be honest, but there are something like post-Soviet urban environments in a few maps that I saw, so we're gonna have that kind of feel, I guess. But yeah, that I'm pretty excited for it. I think that you guys are gonna be excited. I think this is gonna be probably the biggest Battlefield game if they don't flop. It's gonna be the biggest, but because it basically has everything that we want. Being able to see like Battlefield 4, when you could see who you're spotting on and what they are seeing, is basically like that. Also, there's a ton of things. I think I want to cover some of the gadgets, but I probably do that in another video if you guys want to see me do it. There's a few new gadgets themselves, and a few things like sledgehammer. You can now break up walls and stuff like that. I will probably cover that in the next video. If you guys want to see it, we'll just have to find out. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys in the next one.